like The Lord of the Rings, a legend, beyond time. The Lord of the Rings, not just a story, but an era, not a novel, but a universe, not a film, but a legend. Middle-earth, a land of men, elves, dwarves, and hobbits. But it's not just a world of magic, orcs, and kings. It's a reflection of the eternal battle between light and darkness within every heart. It all began with a single ring. But this was no mere piece of jewelry. It was a curse, a symbol of power, desire, and destruction. And the burden to destroy it fell upon the smallest of beings, Frodo Baggins. Frodo was more than just a character. He represented the journey we all must take, despite fear. Because in Middle-earth, the greatest heroes were those who took the smallest steps. Aragorn, the heir to a throne he feared to claim. His path was one of honor, courage, and rediscovery. Gandalf, much more than a wizard, a guide of wisdom, hope, and light. Samwise Gamgee, perhaps the true hero of the entire saga. When Frodo fell, Sam carried him. Not the ring, but loyalty, friendship, and love. And behind this epic journey, the real-life stories were just as legendary. Viggo Mortensen, who played Aragorn, was so devoted to his role that he carried his sword everywhere, even slept with it. He bonded with his horse, sustained real injuries in fight scenes, and never asked for a break. In one scene, he broke his toe, kicking a helmet. The scream was real, and they kept it in the film. Gollum's unforgettable presence was thanks to Andy Serkis. He didn't just voice the character, he became him, and the technology followed his every move. Gollum became one of the first truly believable CGI characters in film history. Sean Bean, Boromir, was afraid of heights. He refused to take the helicopter to the mountain set. Instead, he climbed in full armor through snow and rock. He was his character, on and off screen. One of the actual rings used in filming mysteriously disappeared, vanished, as if it had a will of its own, just like in the story. The Hobbit feet took hours to apply every day, but in the heat, they melted, so the crew had to start over, again and again. Weta Workshop didn't just design armor. They handcrafted over 48,000 weapons, shields, and suits of armor. The orcs? Not digital. Real people in real makeup, sweating in real battle scenes. The wars were not created by computers. They were filmed in mud, pain, and passion. This was not just a production. It was an act of belief. 3 films, 8 years of preparation, thousands of people, 17 Academy Awards. But its legacy isn't measured in trophies. The Lord of the Rings etched itself into the hearts of its viewers. People saw themselves in these characters. They forgot reality and lived in Middle-earth. Because this story told us something timeless. Even the smallest person can change the course of the future. And great powers don't always have to be faced by kings or wizards. Sometimes, being good is enough. And so, though the ring was destroyed, its message lives on forever.